Hi everyone, welcome to Career Views. I am Nancy. I'm the founder and principal consultant at Career Views. It is a very difficult situation for any employee if he or she doesn't get paid on time. If you have wages due from your employer for a very long time or your employer refuses to pay you, this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to explain what you should do when an employer refuses to pay you your due salary, or if you don't get paid when you resign from a company. What are your legal rights? What actions you must take at that time? Because clearly, if you're not getting paid on time, your employer is violating the law of the state. There are certain government bodies being made to help the employees to receive their legally owned salaries. But before we get onto the topic, I want you to subscribe to Career Views YouTube channel. You will get useful advice regarding your job search, your notice period, exit process, interview preparation, and career advice in general. There are many interesting videos which are upcoming. I share new weekly videos regarding your career questions. So if you're watching my video for the first time, please do not miss to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss them. So let's get started. I assume if you're watching this video, you are an employee who has been the victim of non-payment of your dues or having a harsh treatment by your employer when asked for your salary. What you must do as a first step: look at your previous pay slips. Understand how your pay slips work in the past. How much salary is credited every month, because this would help you understand the benefits associated. Because when we have dues from the employer, we are not only talking about the salary, but we are also talking about the cost to the company, which is very important. So look at your pay slips. How does it work? The second thing, have you already written to your employer regarding your due salary? What is their response? Do not try to pick up the phone and argue with them. You should have everything in written. So I would highly recommend, whenever you want to follow up, write an email to them. The mistake that many of the employees do is they just ask for the due salary to their boss. Sometimes finance and HR department needs to be involved. If you have a direct email address of a particular employee who handles payroll or a finance professional who processes your salary, I would recommend you mark those two people for sure in your email follow-ups. If you are in a situation where you have resigned already and you are waiting for your final settlement, it's a good idea to go and speak with HR. How does the final settlement works? What is the lead time to pay you your dues? This would help you not to assume, but completely understand from company's perspective that why your salary is being delayed or why you are not being paid for a particular time. After follow-up, understand the second step. The second step is checking your employment contract. What is your exact salary? What is the salary clause mentioned in your contract? Sometimes there is a breakup of basic salary, other allowances, and housing. What kind of salary breakup you have mentioned in your contract, and what are the clauses related to salary? Some employers do mention that this is the lead time if the salary gets delayed in our organization. If nothing of this sort is mentioned in your contract, during your orientation or any day you visit your HR, clarify this point. If you have resigned already, it could be that there is a clause mentioned in your employment contract that you would be paid once you return certain equipment, once you provide a proper handover. It could be anything due to which they have held your salary. So your employment contract is the document that you must go through thoroughly to check if there is anything mentioned about the delay or non-payment of your salary before accusing HR or your boss. At the least, you will at least get information if there is a non-payment, whom to reach out to. You might reach out to HR or the finance department. Maybe there is a reason for their payroll being delayed. I understand. It's super frustrating when you don't get paid on time. Many of the employees are concerned that if they raise this issue with their boss, they might have bitter relationship while they are being on the job. And some employers unethically take advantage of this thing. They already pay the salaries late, they don't settle the due amounts on time, they don't release the benefits which an employee is entitled to. So don't be a victim. You have every right to understand why there is a delay or why there is a non-payment. In a polite manner, ask the concerned person why your salary is not being paid, and if there is a delay, what could be the reason, instead of panicking about the situation. Sometimes there is some common reason for a delay in the salary. It could be there is an error in the system. It could be the company is waiting for funds from any of the clients which are not being credited to the bank account. Sometimes there is a minor issue with your bank. So without assuming, find out the reasons. I'm not saying that late payment is something that you must let go of. I completely understand you have bills to pay, you have rents, you have loan payments, a lot of other responsibilities. But finding out when you are getting the money in your bank account gives you a bit of ease. If it's a very common practice in your organization that salaries are generally delayed or employees are constantly following up for the non-payment, it's a red flag. Talk to others. Understand from your colleagues if they are also facing the same issues. How much delay is generally happening for the non-payment? Are they receiving their salaries on time is an important point to consider. Is it you or everybody is sailing in the same boat? If the case is similar with most of the employees, it means the organization has this unethical practice of not paying employees on time. In this case, you must create an action plan of how you're going to move forward. Clearly, you are not going to stay with the company for a very long time. But at the same time, you cannot quit without having another job in hand. Stay calm, give yourself a day, analyze the situation, review your contract, talk to your colleagues, talk to your employer, reach out to HR and finance. The next step, if you are disappointed from all these areas, you must start looking for a job. Don't be in a panic mode and start applying everywhere and anywhere. Create an action plan for your career. Because when you are out of this job, you could easily complain in the labor department or take legal actions, consult a lawyer, do something to get your due wages. But being in the company, suffering with non-payment, not having another job in hand is more frustrating. Now let's talk about what are your legal rights. If you have been part of any union, the union leader should put forward your case in front of the employer and try to get the settlement done. But if you are an employee working with the private sector, you have several options like filing a complaint in the labor court. I have already made a video about how to file a complaint in the labor court. I'll be leaving a link of that video so that you can review and understand the process completely. Do check the description for the link of that video. It states how much time it takes, what are the consequences of filing a complaint, what is required from you to file a labor complaint if you are not being paid on time. The best part is it could be done in person or online. So check out what labor office you could reach out in your state. The second thing that you could do is check out with the legal organization. There is no harm in paying a legal consultant and understand what are your legal rights, because every state has different labor laws. So based on the country you are living in, your labor laws might vary. So it's a good idea to reach out to legal consultants and ask them, what are your legal rights in case of non-payment of salary or non-payment of benefits? If there is a delay in the payment, you have left the job, you are still on the job, what you could do. Check out all your options. The third thing, consult a lawyer. People fear going to lawyers generally, but they can't drive us around unless we give them the keys. No harm in taking information from them. Talk to a few lawyers who understand the labor law. Take their advice. Ask them, this is the case, if they could help you in any way. If the fee is minimum, go for it. But if you want to skip the hassle, still get some advice from them. If you are looking for a free service, there are many law students. If you know somebody, reach out to a law student in the final year. Ask them for advice. They would be more than happy to help you. The law is fresh in their mind because they are studying it currently. They are updated on the latest trends when it comes to labor laws. Reach out to any student and ask for a free advice or a help to get you sorted when it comes to your salary. The last option, if your salary is too much pending with the employer and you have a huge chunk of benefits along with that, you can file a case. But if it's not worth the hassle and you feel that it's a little remuneration which is being delayed, my employer is not paying me, but I don't want to get into the court trouble, file a small claims case. You can always reach out to an authority that helps you file a case for the claims. Based on your pay slips, based on your contract, you can file a claim of a monthly paycheck which is being missing. In this case, employer generally gets the pressure from that authority and settles the dues quickly. If you want to know the quick steps of how the labor case works, the first step is filing a complaint in the labor department. The labor department quickly summons both the parties to be present in the court. Sometimes the settlement could be reached within one meeting. Otherwise, both the parties are summoned again within the 2 weeks of time after submitting the formal complaint in the court. There, a hearing is done. In the meantime, documents are reviewed. There is a summary of dispute being shared. There are arguments from both the parties, and the case is left for the observation of the court. Then it totally depends on court's judgment. Generally, if an employee is able to provide all the legal proofs that he or she is not being paid, the court gives the notice to employer to settle the dues by a certain date. And that's end of the story, and you get your benefit. Because court has to protect both the rights. Some employees have unethical claims. In this case, the decision could be towards the employer's rights. But genuine cases generally get a fair response. I hope you found these tips useful. And if your wages are being stuck with your employer, do let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I would try my level best to help you. I would leave a link of certain videos which would help you in the exit process. If you quit your job, what could be done during the final settlement, how you could claim your unpaid salary, how you must reach out to the labor court. Trust me, it's sometimes just the hesitation that stops us from taking the first step. So do reach out if you have any questions. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any of the career tips from me. So stay tuned to Career Views until next time. Thank you for watching.